Hi, I'm Natalie Podena, and today we're going to talk about how to turn your Osmo Action into a proper vlogging camera. I realized that I'm not the Peter McKinnon type. I cannot drag around a very heavy camera all the time to film myself. So I wanted something small, compact, accessible at all times, throw it in, take it out, shoot. I thought of point and shoot cameras because they usually have pretty good microphones built in, less accessories, but they turn out to be quite expensive, especially when you want something that can shoot in 4K if you need to. So I ended up researching a bit, and turns out a lot of people have already turned their Osmo Action into a vlogging setup, and it turns out to be cheaper than a point and shoot. So what exactly do you need? Well, of course you need a tripod to hold your Osmo Action properly. That's no news, I think. Naturally, I went online and looked up the accessories that I needed. The most important thing being the adapter so you can connect proper audio to your Osmo Action. It's around 30 bucks, I think, and it's quite tiny. A downside to this one, in order to connect it, you need to take off this little flappy door, which makes your Osmo Action not water resistant anymore. So keep that in mind. Then, of course, a cage where you can mount the audio to, or an extra light if you want one. I usually don't do that. I work with natural lighting. And a lot of people recommended the Rode Video Compact mic, which is this tiny one. In order to really use it, you kind of have to play around with it and properly adjust it and stuff like that. And if you put this thing on, it will always be inside of your frame. Because if it sits on here and you have 60 millimeters in the Osmo Action, it will naturally be inside of your frame. And so you would have to adjust this thing to go up, but then you don't get the best audio. Yeah, you know, sad story. So this drove me insane. And I really hated it because in order to use this microphone, you would have to use it without this, and filming outside a lot really doesn't cut it for me. But I have acquired the Rode Wireless Go 2. So out of the box, you cannot really use your Rode Wireless Go 2, but I highly recommend connecting them to your PC or Mac and updating them. And there you can adjust the settings in order for the transmitter to not record separate channels on each transmitter, but to have it as one. And as soon as you do that, you can use your Rode Wireless Go 2 with your Osmo Action, which is cool because the whole setup gets smaller and a little bit more elegant. I vlogged with a setup a couple of days ago. I will link it down below in the description box. I found it for someone who's not really comfortable filming in public and doing stuff like this. Yeah, I know, shocker, right? It was really handy, and I kept it in my hand the whole time. So it was like a phone, kind of, size-wise, maybe a little bit taller, but that made it quite possible to vlog. And I actually ended that vlog. Usually I forget the end and just have to make an awkward talking head thing, being like, oh yeah guys, I forgot to, vlog the end of the day, but here's what happened. So yeah, now I don't have that issue anymore, and it's a really compact thing. The Osmo Action is not the newest camera on the market. It's still holding up pretty well for its age, and I definitely think that it's enough to be used as a vlogging setup. It still has a very good image quality. It has stabilization. You are able to film in 4K if you want to. Those are all nice features to have for your vlogging. You could, if you want, still use it with all those typical action camera accessories and maybe have it here while talking about what you're doing in a POV and stuff like that. So it really comes in handy in a lot of ways to have it not only as an action camera, but also double it as a vlogging camera, because both can profit from one another. Turning your Osmo Action into a vlogging setup is definitely cheaper than buying a point and shoot and carrying that around. And the plus is, if you're not vlogging, you can still use it as an action camera. I put the names of the cage and the adapter in the description box. You should be able to find those on Amazon, depending on your region, but other products should work as well. So just take one that looks good to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, like this video and all the other videos that you like. Subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for upcoming videos. I have a lot in the pipeline. Did I mention that we bought a tiny MacBook Air for our cats? Usually when I work, they will come and sit on the keys, right? And we read on Reddit, I think, that if you give them a tiny MacBook, they will sit on it. Okay, let's say bye, right? Oh, it turns off so smooth. I love it.